Peace, y'all. Peace. What's going on? What's going on? Welcome to another episode of Randumb Thoughtz podcast. I am your host, the LYR to the ICS. There's lyrics in the building. You know what I'm saying? What's going on, y'all? What's up? I just want to say first off, happy Father's Day to all the fathers that are doing it. You know what I'm saying? All the fathers that are holding it down. You know what I'm saying? Even those that deadbeats, man. Like, yo, happy Father's Day to y'all too. You know what I'm saying? I'm not gonna be like the rest of the world, tell y'all to do better or y'all suck or nothing else like that. I don't know your situation between you and, you know what I'm saying, your kid's mother. So who the hell am I to judge? You feel me? I mean, everybody's gonna judge, but who the hell am I to judge? All right. I also want to say before we start with today's episode, congratulations to the Milwaukee Bucks on beating the Brooklyn Nets. I'm a Brooklyn Nets hater. I've been a Brooklyn Nets hater since they was in Jersey. That's basically what that is. Yeah. So, I hope everybody's week was very productive. You know what I'm saying? I know damn sure mine was. So, you know what I'm saying? Yeah. Go Knicks. Hey, yo, you know what? I want to see the Knicks win the championship in this lifetime. Even though I'm a Celtics fan, I want to see the Knicks win a championship in this lifetime. They deserve it. You feel me? They really do deserve it. So, like, yeah, definitely, man. I would love to see the Knicks win a championship in this lifetime, man. Like, I'm not even joking. I'm so serious about that. All right, so listen, I'm about to go ahead and get into today's topic of discussion. Since we're in Father's Day, I feel this topic, it needs to be addressed. You know what I'm saying? Randall, baby. Yeah. I heard he was doing it. He was doing it on the Knicks. I really didn't follow the entire basketball season. I'm just starting to get catch up now. I'm starting to catch up now in the playoffs. Only I know is in the Western Conference, it's the Phoenix Suns versus the LA Clippers. And in the Eastern Conference is now the Milwaukee Bucks going against either the Atlanta Hawks or the Philadelphia 76ers. By the way, congratulations to the Philadelphia 76ers on even making it this far. You feel me? A lot of people had speculations about Philly, you know what I'm saying, making it this far. I got to give props where props is due. You know what I'm saying? Shout out to them. I'm going to start off with this. Today's topic of discussion, since we're in Father's Day, is deadbeat fathers and child support. So, yeah, all right, yeah, Hawks. I mean, yeah, I don't even want to, since you're a Knicks fan, I don't even want to say nothing on that. But yeah, let's get to our topic of discussions today. Like I said, it's deadbeat fathers and child support. The reason why I want to get into this topic of discussion here is because there's been a very big misconception when it comes to deadbeat fathers. Okay. And, I just want to try to clarify something, if it makes sense to people or whatever have you. I see. I see what you're talking about, man. Like, yeah, what you gonna do? What you gonna do? But let's get on basketball right now. Let's get to the topic of discussion at hand. Only reason why I like to discuss about this on Father's Day or whatever have you is because me growing up, you know what I'm saying, in the Bronx in Mount Vernon, I'll say 95% of the friends that I grew up with, either they never knew their father or they never even knew that that their father even existed. You know what I'm saying? They thought that, you know, the only parent they had was their mother, and that was it. They didn't know that, you know, there was somebody that, you know what I'm saying, not even calling them a sperm donor. Like, they just say, yo, you know, I ain't never had my father. You know what I'm saying? And what I would like to say with that is, you don't know the relationship that one person had with their father or whatever have you. You know what I'm saying? With the father, with the mother that had the father. You don't know that relationship. You know what I'm saying? You were just born from it. You know what I'm saying? Like, the mothers that I usually see, like my friends' mothers, they usually be bitter old chicks or whatever have you, that, you know, they smoke cigarettes, get drunk, pop pills or whatever before pill popping was even cool. And, you know, talking stuff about how, you know, all men ain't shit and all this other type of stuff. And I'm like, listen, you know, and I'm seeing this throughout the course of my life, and me having my father, you know what I'm saying, I was the difference. So when my friends used to come around my house, or they used to come on the block or whatever, and then they see my father, you know what I'm saying? Like, when I used to live with my mother, my father come around, or when I live with my pops or whatever, they be like, damn, you got a father? I'm like, yo, yeah, I have a father. Everybody has a father. You know what I'm saying? He's like, well, damn, son, where my father at, man? Pill popping been cool. At least with these young dudes, man. Pill popping has been cool. You know, but get to the matter at hand, you know, when it comes to saying deadbeat fathers, granted, there are some fathers that don't want to be bothered with their kids at all because of whatever selfish reason that they have. And to those dudes, yeah, they got to do better. You know what I'm saying? Don't wait until your kids become either successful, or, you know, they become like millionaires or whatever. You know what I'm saying? Just successful overall. Don't wait till, like, you know, they become like famous and like rich and famous in order to come back around and be like, hey, yo, what's good, son? Forget all that. You know what I'm saying? Be there now. At least try your best to be there now. If you can't be there because of the mother, then, you know, I hate to say it, but in a situation like that, you may have to fall back until you can go ahead and, you know, try to find some type of common ground with the mother or whatever, to the point where you can see the kid. And I know that's painful, but it's the honest truth. You feel me? I don't know what else to tell you on that one. You know what I'm saying? It really is the honest truth. You may have to fall back. Happy Father's Day. Happy Father's Day. For those who join, today's topic of discussion is deadbeat fathers and child support. Now, I'm getting to the child support part of it, but we're talking about deadbeat fathers right now. You know what I'm saying? So if anybody got any comments to say about deadbeat fathers or whatever, yo, you know what I'm saying? Or even child support, say what you got to say, man. You know what I'm saying? Leave a comment. You can join us on live. It's up to you. Make a request, whatever. You know what I'm saying? This is Randumb Thoughtz. We want all the smoke. You know? Ah, man, I'm sorry to hear that. I really am. You know what I'm saying? I'm be honest with you, it does break my heart to hear people that never knew their father. You know, men and women that never knew their father. You know what I'm saying? But I met some incredible men that they never knew their father. They became hella successful. They also, you know, they have great character, you know. Yes, you have. You definitely have, man. Like, yeah, you like, yo, you one hell of a good person, man. Like, I do have to say that. You know what I'm saying? Like, you know, that's a fact. That's definitely a fact. You know, and like I said, even if you didn't have your mother or father, man, and, you know, you became good. I only know a small percentage of, you know, people that I grew up with that didn't have either, you know, parents. And for that, you know what I'm saying, they became great people. because they had, they had a family that adopted them, that, put morals and integrity in them and stuff like that. People that actually loved and cared for them. You feel me? So that's basically what it is when it comes to that. But as far as deadbeat fathers are concerned, like I said, the big misconception with it is the fathers that want to be in the kids' lives. But then again, due to circumstances beyond their control, because let's be honest, in the United States of America, you know what I'm saying, the woman has the say when it comes to the kids. Now I would say 99.9%, like, the woman has the final say. Always wanted to find my father for the moment. Wow. Well, what do you think would be the right reason to find him? Honestly, what would you think would be the right reason? Well, I mean, foster care is really a crapshoot. Like I said, I know some people that, when they got into foster care or whatever, okay. So you're saying there's no right reason? Oh man. Wow. Hey, peace, brother. What's going on, Abiz? What's going on, Abiz?
What's going on, brother Legs? What's good with you?
Nothing much, man. Let me update you on what we're doing right now. Today's episode of Randumb Thoughtz podcast is deadbeat fathers and child support.
Yeah, I happened just to see your text right when I got back in my room right now. Hey, it's titled perfectly, Randumb Thoughtz podcast. So at any moment, man, these subjects can change. So
yeah, that's a fact.
What's up, Rubber Ducky Russ in the building?
Rubber Ducky Russ was good. I just want to answer this question here real quick. So could he play off of my success in life? Mr. Michaels, only thing I could say is that there are some people that try to play off the success in their kids' lives or whatever have you, and like I was saying earlier, that's not fair.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? That's not fair to you. Because you the one that bust your behind to get to where you at, and where was he? You know what I'm saying? Like he didn't support you during that time or whatever have you. So but to be honest with you, that answer's up to you. You know what I'm saying? Like, you're the one that has to determine. You know what I'm saying? Because, this is your life. You feel me?
Yeah.
And as far as that's concerned, like, what I was trying to say as far as the deadbeat fathers or whatever have you, Rubber Ducky Russ. Oh, all right. I got you. Rubber Ducky Russ, the only thing I'm going to say, is, child support does suck. Sucks ass, man. And we're going to get to that in a little bit, but right now I want to pay more attention to deadbeat fathers or whatever. Never put a diamond in me. I'm better without. All right, cool. Then, if you see yourself as being better without him, and you feel that your life is progressing, without him ever having to be in it, so be it, but do you feel that you would need some type of closure, just to find out why he wasn't there? Because most of like I was telling you guys, let me update you guys real quick for those who just joined in. When it comes to deadbeat fathers, me myself, I grew up with my father, but 95-97% of the friends that I grew up with in Mount Vernon in the Bronx, they never had their father. They didn't even know that their father existed. They didn't even know that, what I'm saying, they could have a father until they started coming around me and seeing me and my father's relationship. Whether I was with my mother or, living with my father, like, well, when I was with my mother and he used to visit. So, like, they always question themselves, like, damn, What the hell is my father? Where's my father at, man? You know what I'm saying? Or fuck my father. Like, yo, I remember my cousin, man. He always used to say, man, like, yo, he was like, yo, your father, man, he always been there, man. Fuck my father, be like, and I'm sitting there like, I'm like, you can't say that, man, because at the end of the day, you know what I'm saying? You don't know why your father left.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? He could love you to death from miles across. You know what I'm saying? But sometimes, in some cases, I see these single mothers that are mad, bitter. You know what I'm saying? Smoking cigarettes and drinking fucking soda like fat niggas eat cake. You know what I'm saying? Sorry, excuse my language. Like fat dudes eat cake. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, like, and they never once told them how their father lived. You know what I'm saying? Or how their fathers were. Mm-hmm. Or even if they had a father to begin with, they would keep having them believe that there was no father around, and then they grew up hating that man. Hating that man. You feel me? And it's messed up. And like my heart really does tear when I see that, man. So when I'm hearing this story here, man, I'm like, damn, son, you know, I was never late on this child support thing. That's what's up. That's definitely what's up. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm on that child support thing too, man. Me too. You know what I'm saying? Can't do that. You know. But like, you know, when it comes to, you know, deadbeat fathers, there's a big misconception. There's a big misconception when it comes to deadbeat fathers.
Mm-hmm.
Or the difference between a deadbeat father and a father who just couldn't be there.
Yeah.
The biggest misconception. You know what I'm saying? Because there are times where a father could not be there due to circumstances beyond his control.
Yeah.
So yeah, so I'm sorry, bro. Like, I'm just updating you on what's going on. Let's see here.
Are you good?
Who, me? I'm perfect.
Yeah.
Even if I'm just reading the comments here. Even if when you left, there are so many hidden truths between the mother and the father. The kids always know where I'm at. That's a fact. That's as long as that's there. You know what I'm saying? As long as you keep a relationship, some type of relationship between yourself and your kids, everything else will work itself out within time.
Yep.
You know, but you got to look at your situation very honestly. Al Pacino 48.
What's going on, brother? Happy Father's Day to you, Lyrics, as well as the brother Al Pacino.
Thank you. You know, happy Father's Day to everybody that's fathers. You know what I'm saying? Happy Father's Day, y'all, man. Like, you know, you are an important, essential part of your kids' lives, especially if it's a boy. You know what I'm saying? And let's see.
Here to influence. Peace and love to you too, brother.
Yeah, peace to everybody that's coming in. For everybody that's coming in, just want to let you know real quick, today's topic of discussion. Like I said, deadbeat fathers of child support. You know what I'm saying? So, yeah, like, yo, what's your thoughts on it, man? Ad? What's going on?
Well, there's one part I wanted to add into where you were speaking on, you know, the possibility of the reasons why the father couldn't be there. In society, in the media, we tend to always focus on the one-sided of a narrative versus hearing both sides. So everybody's saying there's two sides to the story, but when it comes to situations like this, usually we only hear the mother side of the story, because then we hear the father side of the story. The father's already guilty until proven whatever. It don't matter. Don't matter that she could be doing things in that particular way, and then the dad was saying some complete opposite. Literally everybody will rally to the woman's side before the man's side. And I'm not saying like, oh yeah, it's a whole war against the sexes. No, it's just been proven through observations, even statistics. You can look at the child support courts and how they rule when it comes to custody of children. You see that there's a setup in that way. And I can't say that I'm, you know, a part in this. I don't have any children, but I can definitely speak from the experience of not having a father and literally trying to figure myself out and figure my way through life. And all I know is with my father, I really don't know much. Like, he left when I was 2, so I don't only knew him through pictures, so I have no particular clue like who this dude is. But my mom, the one thing my mom never did is she never downed him, even though it was his decision to do whatever he ended up doing. I don't know where he is, but my mom never downed him in any way, shape, or form. She just always ended up just showing through example like what needed to be done. But as a kid, I yearned for that, and I'm just like, I know the positives and the benefits of having a father or just a father figure or role in your life. It creates that balance, because what ends up happening is that's what the mother and father does, is they provide the different roles to create that balance of, we talk about the feminine and the masculine. And what's going on is we have a lot more men being raised by women, which it takes, when we say it takes a village to raise a child, it definitely takes multiple people, not just one person, to raise a child. And when you have it on a one-sided way, you get the results that we have as of now. I mean, I can talk about some of all the Kevin Samuels talking points and stuff, but I'm not going to. I'm going to use my own thoughts and perspectives. But when it comes to the deadbeat fathers, what happened to them is, and I think this is where we failed across the board, is within our community, and honestly, it seems like in Western culture, for boys to become men, we don't have that necessary rites of passage. Like, we don't have that particular point where you go through this test or you go through this particular experience that grants you from crossing over from a boy into manhood. And since we miss out on doing that and not having the right particular, fathers and people in that role, we end up having fathers who are grown men, but they still have little boy tendencies, whether if it's in their mind and their behaviors. So when we had a deadbeat father, some of them they're not even particularly men, they're still boys, but they're fathering kids. So the babies is raising more babies that are creating more babies that still literally had that mindset. So in my particular case with that brother, I didn't necessarily grow up with a father. I reached out to those father figures. I'm very grateful to have had those father figures, because now it started to create more of a balance. But closure in a particular way, I wouldn't be upset if I did run into my dad or never run into my dad. It just, for me, I've finally found that gauge or closure, and I've gotten to know within myself what has made me feel the way that I particularly feel on certain things, think the way. So I'm very more rooted when it comes to all of this. But when it comes to deadbeat fathers, it's just, to me, I see it as in that we really didn't have that rites of passage, so we can continue from men to just being boys until the day they die. So not caring about anybody else but themselves.
But you know what? I have to say this.
Mm-hmm.
Me being raised by my father, man. I didn't know until sometime when I got older that, his father wasn't really in his life or whatever. You know what I'm saying? And to see how he raised me, you know what I'm saying, without that type of influence, fatherly influence, like he was raised by the military. You know what I'm saying? He learned how to be a man by the military. You know what I'm saying? Not really putting too much of my father's business in the street like that, but you know what I'm saying? Like, just making a point,
Mm-hmm.
a point of reference to it. Like, yeah, like I grew up on some disciplinary type stuff, man, but by nature, I'm rebellious. You know what I'm saying? I'm the type of person that, I'm serious. I'm a person that, march to the beat of their own drum. You know what I'm saying? That's just how I am. You know what I'm saying? So, yes, it's definitely a cycle that does need to be broken.
Yes.
It is a cycle that needs to be broken.
Yes.
But how do we break that cycle? That's we can sit here and have a thousand answers to that question. But truthfully, the one answer is up to that man to break that cycle. It's up to him. He has to want to be a father. He has to want to be involved in the kid's life. You know what I'm saying? The mother shouldn't have to make him or try to force him or nothing. But then on the flip side of that coin, it's the mother that it's the mothers that sometimes, some of the most times, especially in the hood, push the father away.
Yeah.
Yes, a man does have to man up take responsibility, especially when it comes to a kid. The thing is, especially now, in these days, in this day and age, you know what I'm saying? Like, it's kind of it's crazy, man. Like, you got kids having kids.
Mm-hmm.
You feel me? You have 16, 17-year-old kids that don't know their ass from a hole in the ground. Having kids. You know what I'm saying? Cats in their 20s, 30s, even my age, they're actually more African American fathers are stepping up to be fathers.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Which it's great to see. It's hella great to see. You know what I'm saying? Because I remember back in the time, like I said, in the 80s and 90s and early 2000s, like I said, you had people still wondering where the fuck is my father?
Yeah.
Where's my father? You know what I'm saying? And it hurt me seeing them have to sit there and wonder that shit. From friends, certain family members, whatever. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. The mother doesn't want his influence. They want to be the boss, even on a good man. Yeah, well, you know what? They're going to have to cut that shit out. Plain and simple. They're going to have to cut it out. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, for you to be the woman and the man at the same time, Ma, listen, you the mother. And another thing, single mothers, it's not your day. Back off. Mother's Day was last month. Happy Mother's Day. I'm not saying Happy Mother and Father's Day to you. I'm going to say back off. Happy Father's Day. Period. You ain't got to like it, but you will respect it. And I'm not backing down on that neither. I'm sorry. You know what I'm saying? Sorry, but I'm not sorry. It's Father's Day, not Mommy Daddy Day. You know what I'm saying? I never heard of have you ever heard of a holiday called Mommy Daddy Day? I haven't.
That sound like a mixture of a whole other different gender that we're not gonna get into, but
no, because it has to be said. It has to be said. Like, there ain't no Mommy Daddy Day, B. It is no Mommy Daddy Day at all under any given circumstances. I never heard of it. There's Mother's Day and then there's Father's Day. Back off and respect the fact that it's Father's Day. Take the pants off.
Well, that's one case that right now in this particular culture that we in right now, we have devalued the value of a father and a man within current society. It is almost similar to saying that the man has too much power over the woman now, that yes, we need to be equal. So now what that means is taking both men and women out of some of their natural roles and putting them into unnatural roles. And what ends up happening is people get confused on what they're supposed to need to be doing, and they get lost in the fact, okay, then what is my part to play? And I'm not going to lie to you. You can say I'm doing some like case studies through observation, not only through videos that I'm seeing through the manosphere, as well as my own personal experiences that I'm seeing in life. But what I'm starting to notice is that women in particular, they want the baby but don't want the dad or want the father. And it's becoming to a point where men are seen as disposable, and like I can go pick one up, and then when I'm done with them, I can drop them off and move on to the next one. It's almost as if we're a product that we buy as a one-time use and then just throw it away. And what's happening is that the more that we continue that cycle, which we're already trying to break cycles of generational traumas and things in the present, we're creating a cycle of, men ain't ish and they have no value to bring to children, that I can do it on my own, when in fact the strongest unit that you can have is both mother and father, like two people within a household with the children. Because what happens is each person, like I said, has their role. I know people don't like that whole idea of roles and stuff, and it's up in Look, there's a team, right? There's such thing as a team, right? Can the captain also play the back row? Can the captain also be down in the paint? Can the captain also be the wide receiver and everything all at the same time? No. Captain is the captain. Each person has their role on the team, and what they're doing is either to win or to build. And the thing is, you can try to build as much as you want with one thing, but from what I know, it takes a group or a large amount of people to create a nation. I don't think you could create a nation with just a mom and a baby. I kind of think you might need multiple more people in there to do so, but go ahead.
Sorry about that. Like it also, but you also have to understand from a women's perspective, because I look at it from all counts.
Yeah.
Okay. Wait, hold on a second. Men should also be aware of young men around them and mentor them when possible. But that's babies having babies also. Two people united to be a strong unit. Yes.
Yes.
All of that. All of that plus more. You know, the thing is, I also look at it from a woman's perspective as well. Even though I'm not a woman, I also have to look at it from her perspective.
Yeah.
Maybe she hasn't grown up with her father. You know what I'm saying? And 9 times out of 10, the woman that you've dealt with, that you had this kid with, didn't even know her father existed. Or if he did, he ain't want nothing to do with her with your kid because maybe the mother pushed her away. You know what I'm saying? And you know, I try my best to understand it from that perspective too. You know what I'm saying? But then the thing is, when they sit there and, you know, of course it's not a race issue. We're not even speaking on race. You know what I'm saying? Like it's a people problem. You know what I'm saying? It's actually a man versus woman problem. You know what I'm saying? To be honest with you.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? And the thing is, the kid suffers.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? But then when it comes to like I said, let's stick on the thing with the deadbeat dads, man. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, that's the misconception, you know what I'm saying, of the deadbeat dad, because those dads that try to be there, that want to be there, but can't be there because of the woman and the United States judicial system.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? That plays a part in them being categorized as a deadbeat father.
Yeah.
And I'm here to tell y'all now, fuck that. You know what I'm saying? They're not deadbeat fathers. A deadbeat father is a father that wants zero to do with the kid. Zero, not even a damn phone call.
Yeah.
Nothing. You know what I'm saying? And then when they see the kid, they blow up or they shine, they become like maybe a multi-millionaire or rich and famous or whatever. Now you want to come around and, you know, try to reap the benefits of their hard work. Nah, dog. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like, you have the right to tell that man to keep the same energy.
Yeah.
Because then that's a sperm donor.
Yeah.
That's a sperm donor.
Yeah.
They get labeled inspire of their efforts. Yeah, you're right. I was just saying that. Like, yeah, they do get labeled. They get labeled deadbeat fathers because they're not around. But the thing is, it's not that they're not around because they don't want to. They're not around because, you know, like I said, when the woman puts the United States judicial system in their corner, hence child support, the other part of this shit that we about to get down with, then all of a sudden you got that man at a halt. You know what I'm saying? Now we got to get lawyers.
Yeah.
I got to get evidence, proof that you holding me away from my kid. You know what I'm saying? You know, now we're about to get into the child support part of it. I think we talked about this on the Power of the Dollar series that we had.
Yeah, a while back for sure. Before you do,
yeah,
I just wanna add another point that yes, I am. Look, we as much as we can go back and forth and being able to see the multiple perspectives on both sides. Yes, we're gonna have some inherent bias for particular what we are, but I will definitely say I do agree with you that it's happening on both sides. There has to be accountability on both sides. But what the whole thing is, we're starting to see that type of accountability and that balance is off. It seems like there's a incomplete balance of accountability on both sides. Yes, you may have not grown up with your father. Yes, you may have went through a lot of these different things, but now you, 28, 30, 40, whatever, however old, now you're an adult. There should be some time that now you need to take accountability for your actions. Yes, you laid up with that dude and had a baby. Okay, well then that was on you. You had the choice through all of that stuff to do so. Same thing with the guy. You went up and just started shooting up the club with every other woman. Now you have all these kids to take care of. So now you need to be accountable for all those actions that you made, even in that split moment when you was not using this head, but you was using the other one. So we can talk about having that there. Yes, it can be on both sides, but I mean specifically talking about when you're saying the deadbeat dads, I definitely agree with you when it comes to it's just zero effort being put in, and when it comes to the courts and child support, that basically it creates this big old wall that ultimately you're trying to climb over, and because it's been like such and such a long time that you've been able to at least get to the top and be like, hey son, daughter, are you there? That you already get that label. And the thing is, it's so easy to label people because when we do that, we put them in a box. So then now we're just able to say that's what they are, and they can never get up out of that. Because when you put in a box, now literally you trying to figure out how you gonna even get out the box. Is there a door? Do you got the key? Like, anyways, just stuff right there in their mind. So on both sides, yes. But there's a point in time that unfortunately you didn't have all of that growing up. It's time for you to grow up. And there's no more other excuses. You can't have an excuse for, oh man, shoot, I fell on the floor, man. Oh well, maybe it's because you didn't tie your shoes. Well, man, I didn't learn how to tie my shoes when I was a kid, so it's like I always be tripping. It's like, no, like you have to sit down and take your time to do that. Like, it's fine. We all gonna make mistakes. Like I think I've seen that right there. Is you're all gonna make mistakes. There's nothing wrong with that. The whole thing is about growing and improving. So if we see that you're at least trying to do that and you making those efforts to do so, then yes, you're learning from your mistakes. But if you just continue to make the same thing over and over and the excuse is that's their fault, like it says, reflection, look in the mirror. But go ahead.
Yeah, I mean, no, you're 100% absolutely right. You know what I'm saying? Uh, let's see. But mistakes you make today don't have to dictate your tomorrow. You're definitely right. You know, and you said being a play ain't cool. You're right, being a play ain't cool. You know what I'm saying? But then you have some guys that want to play the idiot role and, like we said, shoot up the club and have these multiple babies and don't take care of not near one of them. You know, thank God I only got one. So, you know what I'm saying? Shout out to my son. You know what I'm saying? He chilling, doing his thing. Um, yeah, learn from your mistakes, 100% correct. Damn straight. That's all we can do. You know what I'm saying? Keep it moving. But it's funny that you said about something about shooting up the club, right?
Yeah.
One of my homegirls, we was actually talking about that because she was posting on Facebook. She was like, "Yeah, Happy Father's Day." She was like, "No, not you, ma'am." You know what I'm saying? So I guess she was talking about the single mothers or whatever. So we was chatting or whatever off that, and she was like, "Damn, well, your pullout game better be strong." Some stupid shit like that, and start having me dying. You know what I'm saying? No, she was joking. She was joking.
Yeah.
Like, I know her, so I knew she was joking. But you know what I'm saying? I had to explain to her the whole situation between me and my son, mother, or whatever. And right now we on a good page. So you know what I'm saying? Like, I don't the only regret I have is not really spending the time necessary with my son. But he understood. You know what I'm saying? Surprisingly, he understands. You know what I'm saying? And he still loves me. You know what I'm saying? I still love him to death. You know what I'm saying? We got a good relationship. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like we like the same things, man. You know what I'm saying? Like it's like we like best friends or something like that. But there's also that line between he knows who the father is, and you know what I'm saying, and he knows what that is. You know what I mean? So those men end up 60 years old, broke, lonely, and angry. You're right. You're absolutely right. You know what I'm saying? But then what's funny? Sometimes those type of men, on the flip side of the coin, they might be successful in themselves, depending on the circumstances. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So, but trust me, I understand what you're saying on. Now, when it comes to this child support stuff, that's another beast. You know what I'm saying? Like I was saying to you before, man, when it comes to child support and the breakdown of that, you know what I'm saying? It's in the woman's favor. When you put it in the United States judicial system, it's always 9 times out of 10, unless you have proof, it is always going to be within the woman's favor.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
Like, I'm not lying about it. Y'all know it's true. I ain't BSing about it. You know what I'm saying? It's always gonna be in the woman's favor. You know what I'm saying? Like, you try to challenge it, you're gonna end up on the short end of the stick. That line between the father and the son has to be drawn in the sand. Yeah, and that's exactly, like I said, that's exactly what I had to do. You know what I'm saying? Even though we on some friends type stuff, like, he knows what it is. You know what I'm saying? Like, one time he tried to call me by my regular name. I was like, nah, man, I'm your dad. He like, what? Go ahead. Like, no.
Yep.
Like, my name to you is dad, period. You know what I'm saying? And that's it.
What's up, B? Nikahu, how you doing, brother?
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? So that's basically how that goes. You know what I'm saying? But when it comes to child support, you know, like I said, percentage breakdown, you got to understand the percentage breakdowns. You understand how much they're going to take out the check. Understand they're going to take some shit out the check. And the thing that I didn't know until my son's mother brought this to my attention, they tax the child support.
Yo,
I didn't even know that. That shit was crazy. She was like, yo, they taxed it. Like, yo, I was like, yo, what you want me to do? You the one that brought the United States, you the one that brought the New York State judicial system into our business. You know what I'm saying? So, you know what I'm saying? I'm not going to badmouth her. I'm not going to, kick her,
yeah,
or nothing like that. You know what I'm saying? Enough respect to her. You know what I'm saying? Now no, she chilling, doing her thing, whatever. You know what I'm saying? So, yeah. But when it comes to that, man, it's and that right there, the child support is what label cats as deadbeats too. Because I know cats that were $50,000, damn near $100,000 in debt before the other rules started coming. And I'm talking about this is like in the 90s and the early 2000s. Yeah, yep. CSP comes out after taxes if it is taken from you. Yeah. Yeah, you know how many times, let me tell y'all something, man, and I'm gonna be real with y'all. You know how many times I used to, like, damn near, like, cry myself to sleep? I mean, privately, of course, you know what I'm saying? Yeah. Cry myself to sleep, man, because I was struggling. I'm talking about struggling. Like, that child support was brutal. They don't give a fuck. They don't. You know what I'm saying? Like, now, it's more handled or whatever have you. I'm in a good place now with it. You know what I'm saying? Now I want to be good enough. You know what I'm saying? It was good. You know what I'm saying? Good enough where I can breathe. You know what I'm saying? So, but understand one thing. If there's any ladies coming in here that put their man on child support or whatever, understand one thing. It will be over. It will be over. Child support is not forever. So if you think you're going to put a man on child support and think that you got to check them for the rest of your life, think again.
Yo,
it's child support, not grown man support. Or grown woman support. Get that shit in order. What you were saying?
No, I got some. While you was talking, I was looking up at least some statistics. You know it. So
that's your new nickname, Mr. Stats. I'm gonna start calling you Mr. Stats from now on,
man. Oh my goodness, bro. But I did want to share a few that I was looking and I found that at least is relevant. So it says 990 billion is estimated of child support that is exchanged between parents globally each year. Y'all hear that? 990 billion. That's what? And that's globally, but in the US is 300 billion.
And see this child. Let me tell you something about child support. What I found out real quickly, nobody had to tell me this. Mm-hmm. This shit is a business with a beat. Let me tell you something. You know how many people eat off this shit, from magistrates to the to the fucking the court police, the court officers, to the people that you got to go to fill out the application, secretaries, all that. Let me tell y'all something. You think your let me tell you something. Your little contribution is, like, I don't know if you ever seen the movie I Think I Love My Wife, but remember, have you ever seen that movie?
Yeah.
You remember when Chris Rock was with the boss, and he put a quarter on the table. He said, "This is your conscience." He said, "This right here." He said, "This table right here is I forgot the bank's name, but he was like, this is the investment company." He put a quarter on the table and said, "This is your contribution to the company." And he put a quarter in the middle of that damn table. Let me tell you something. If you have 300 billion quarters on that one table, let me tell you, the corporation is eating. They only give maybe a small percentage, well, actually, a little more than a small percentage to the opposing, party,
Yeah.
which would be 9 times out of 10 the baby mother, whoever that took your ass to child support to begin with.
Yeah.
Now I could break down a whole bunch of stuff. I could break down a whole bunch of shit, but in order for you to get the breakdown, which still is in effect to this day, go check out the Power of the Dollar series. That's on Lyrics 156 page on the IG Live. It's still up there. You know what I'm saying? Check out that child support episode. I'll give you the full breakdown on the whole child support situation. But I will tell you this out of that, I can only speak for New York State. New York State, and I really hope some new fathers are watching, because if you ever get in child support, these are the percentage breakdowns. The percentages for one child is 17%, two child is 29%, and for three, if I'm not mistaken, I think it's like 33 or 35% of your paycheck before taxes they take out.
Woo.
No Vaseline. Bent over the kitchen table.
Right.
You know what I'm talking about.
Mm-mm-mm.
And it doesn't stop until that kid becomes a grown up.
Until 18, right?
No, it's 18 in certain states. In the state of New York, it's 21.
Oh.
It used to be 18 if they were an emancipated minor. But I always call and I always keep up with it or whatever have you. You know what I'm saying? Maybe in your state it may be 18. You know what I'm saying? It's contingent on the state.
Makes sense. Yeah.
Different states have different
United States.
Different states.
United States. But we got differences in everything.
Different states. From my understanding, I could be wrong. You know what I'm saying? Different states have different laws.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Different rules and regulations. You know what I'm saying? No. What are you talking about? No. What I just said, like, what's the percentage breakdown? Or what do you think is the percentage breakdown or something? Because, like, this is what I got. Okay, it's 21 in NYC and 23 if they stay in school.
Oh.
Wow.
More and more.
Wow. That part I didn't know. Thank you very much for putting me onto that. It's 21 in NYC and 23 if they stay in school in NYC.
Wow.
You know what I'm saying? As long as the case is in like the state of New York, Shasta. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, the state of New York, they gonna try to get every bit of ass they probably can. They can get. I'm just gonna be honest with you. I'm gonna put it to you straightforward, no chasing. Just like my dude say here. You know what I'm saying?
Yes.
Give me your pockets, son.
Basically. Yeah.
And the more money, and the more you make, the more they take.
Yeah. Because the percentage don't change, but the more money you make, the higher the percentage is gonna take away. So if I was making
New York,
go ahead.
Sorry about that. New York is an industry. Yeah, damn sure is. You ain't never lie about that.
Shoot, because look at 20% of $20. I mean, you think of it only being that short amount, but then change that 20 to about $2,000, $20,000. That 20% is definitely going to change from what it is, or even just say 10%. So literally, it gets difficult and more difficult as you make more money. So I agree. I'm gonna share 2 more stats and then yes. But
Before you share the stats, hold on. You are funny. He said, LOL makes it painful to be a success. I mean, yeah, but it doesn't make it impossible.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? It makes it difficult, yeah. But as long as you got that focus and that drive, you know what I'm saying? But then I always look at 50 Cent's situation. For those who don't know 50 Cent's situation, I'm going to let you get to the stats real quick, but I want to use 50 as a main example, primary example. From my understanding, you know, the more money he made when he became a star and stuff, his baby mama ran straight to child support court. And I think she gets like 50 or 70, $50 or $70,000 a month for child support. Some wild number of child support. Like, you know what I'm saying? That's not the point. What's not the point? What's not the point? Like, but I mean, as far as 50, the point is that it's like you just said, the more you make, the more they take. And it may be different for celebrities because they're on a whole different they're on a whole different tax bracket.
Yep.
You know what I'm saying?
Yep.
Because they feel, I guess the courts feel like, and this is the excuse they make. I love this excuse. They feel that you know, oh, the kid should live the same lifestyle you're living. Well, if you feel the kid that live the same lifestyle I'm living, why can't the kid live with me?
And the reason why they can't do that is because in the percentages, 17.4% of fathers are granted primary custody versus 82.6% of mothers who are granted custody.
Once again, just like I said before in the beginning, it goes to the mothers. It goes to the mothers. You're fighting a very losing battle unless you gotta have proof. I'm talking about proof of when they went to the supermarket, when they shitted, when they ate, when they do this, that, you have to have proof, 100% concrete proof. And let me tell y'all something. Let me tell you how crazy the United States judicial system is. You can have all that proof in the world, and sometimes it still won't give you primary custody. Maybe because of favoritism. I've heard stories from family members that were on child support that I remember one family member, I'm not gonna say who, which, whatever.
Yeah.
I remember one time he was fighting for one of his kids, and you know, he had proof up, down, left, right. This chick was a cheating broad. She was not really taking care of the kids right with the money he was sent her, and she took him to child support for more money. And he was dishing out money. He was dishing out money left and right. He made sure his kids was good, you know. But the thing is, like I said, he had proof up, down, left, and right. But he said he had he thought this was the reason. He said he had a African American female judge with an attitude problem, and she quickly shut that down. So I don't know how they do in the other states, but in the state of New York, I think it's contingent on what judge you draw.
Yeah. That
could play a very essential part of the whole entire case. Yep. It's contingent on what judge you draw. Thank the heavens and the Most High. The judge we got was very fair. He didn't look at it from my perspective. He didn't look at it from her perspective. It was just for the betterment of the child. And he backed that up. And that's very rare. You know what I'm saying? Let's see here. Oh, yeah. The point is the original payment can climb with your continued success you make. Point made. And you can't even see where they are spending it. But wait, hold on a second. Hold on. I do gotta say, they were trying this in the state of Delaware. I don't know if I talked about this before, but they tried this in the state of Delaware. They have a special ATM card for child support where you can only spend it on a child. You can't even spend it for rent. You can't spend it for gas. You can't even spend it for yourself. You know what I'm saying? You have to spend it for groceries, and it's restrictions on that card. Plus, on top of that, after you spend it, not only does the receipt go to you, the receipt goes to the child support office in Delaware, or whatever. So they see what you were, buying and all that. I think they were trying to okay that in all the other states.
Yes.
They were just doing that as an experiment in the state of Delaware, at least from the news report I was reading. So you know what I'm saying?
Get that
Judge.
ASAP. You know why I said that? Get that ASAP. You want to know why that at least is a great idea, as well as with the restrictions? It's because, and I keep saying that this is a bad word because a lot of people, again, they run away from this. That's helping to keep the mother or father, whoever is on there, accountable for what they're supposed to be doing with it. So I think that's dope. And then they know, be like, all right, for sure, since you want the money, you went for this. All right, for sure. Boom. All right, now you got this to happen. All right, wait, I can't go and get me a new set of nails, or I can't go get me a spa day. No, I can't do, oh man, only for this, and that. Then, not saying that this interest happens, but it just helps to reapply what the primary priorities are. So I think, I would hope that's the thing, because what's going on is there's a lot of privileges that's happening that are coming up for people, and a lot of those privileges are being taken advantage of without any repercussions or accountability on that. So if that's a thing, or if it's not a thing, make that a thing.
Yeah, of course. You know what I'm saying? Like I don't know what's going on with that now. You know what I'm saying? I gotta see what's happening, but that when like one of my boys gave me the article and the story, I was like, yo, this is crazy. Like, son, we like, yo, I really do hope that they come up with this in the state of New York. Like, I hope. I'm just hoping.
My next thing is, was that mandatory or was it one of options?
That part I don't know. You know what I'm saying? The only thing I know is it was like I said, it was an experimentation thing they were doing. You know what I'm saying? Like, they wanted to see how it was going before they decided to put it in other states and stuff with that magnitude. And this was like maybe a few years ago. You know what I'm saying? So, but like I said, you know what I feel? I feel like maybe after I get on child support or some shit like that, or like somebody else get on child support, they might just put that shit in. You know what I'm saying? Like in the next 5 to 10 years.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And it make you like, damn, son, why you couldn't put it on when I was on? Be like, you know what I'm saying? Because the thing is, the truth of the matter is, once the woman gets that child support money, you don't know a damn. And 9 times out of 10, most women, especially women in the United States of America, they feel they're not obligated to show you a motherfucker. At least the ones that are on child support. That's what I want to say. Yeah. The women that are on child support, the women that petition the child support, that are getting money from you, they're going to feel like they're not obligated to show you shit. You know what I'm saying? When in all actuality, it's you. You're the one that's getting money from me. I want to see that you're taking care of my kid.
Yeah. Because
now, like, you know what I'm saying? For some reason, now you on the gram, you taking trips to Costa Rica and Dominican Republic and this, that, the third, living your best life. What's happening here? Then you wonder, I come back at you pissed because, like, yeah, my son, he looked like he eating it. That's all great, well and good. So what, you think you take part of my money and just bounce, rock, and skate to another country, like, and live your best life on the gram? Like, come on, man, stop playing with me. You know what I'm saying? And the thing is, I'm not the only one that thinks this way. You know what I'm saying? I'm like, don't get me wrong, like, I'm not talking about my situation. You know what I'm saying? But I'm talking about situations that I heard from other men. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? Like, yo, you know what I'm saying? Like I said, me and my son and mother, we on a great page. We on a good page. We understand what it is. You know what I'm saying? The thing is, you know, I used to hear stories when I was in family court. You know what I'm saying? Where cats would question the mothers. Like, yo, they're like, yo, so I see you on the gram, man. You take your trips here, there, and there. Like, yo, but the thing is, the chick will be unemployed off welfare. Now all of a sudden you living your best life, like you taking these trips and shit, like you popping ass on the gram from like from Jamaica or some shit like that. Like, yo, what's popping? Be like that you a world traveler? You a world traveler now? You wasn't a world traveler a couple of months ago.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So it's that question. You know what I'm saying? But at the end of the day, it is what it is. You know what I'm saying? So like who like you know what I'm saying? Like they look at it as, you know what I'm saying, like they could do whatever the fuck they want to do and fuck us. You know what I'm saying? Like, yo, just keep bringing the checks. You know what I'm saying? My problem is I ain't got a problem paying child support. No problem. I mean, if that's what has to happen, that's what has to happen.
Yeah.
You know, I would take care of my kid before that. You know what I'm saying? But, you know, you gonna sit there, you know, I mean, for other cats, you know what I'm saying? Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, I've heard women devise plans in the fucking court of how they was going to try to make their baby father's life a living hell because they left them for some other chick. You know what I'm saying? You don't know what the circumstances of the situation was, why they left that other chick, but they left that other chick. You know? And the thing is, they try to like get on some they try to get on some old shit like, oh yeah, well, he left me to do this, that, third. Yeah, I'm gonna take my child support. I'm gonna get it for half of everything. What? So that's what we doing right now. Like we trying to take half.
It's equality, right? We have to be equal, right?
Now we're not women bashing. I'm not a woman basher. Don't get that shit twisted. I'm not no woman basher, not by any means. But I'm just being honest. You know what I'm saying? And I'm just sharing my experiences that I've seen, you know, that I've heard, and, you know, I've seen, you know, other men go through stuff of that magnitude, you know, when it comes to this child support.
Yeah. We using experience as well as we using logic. And then I gotta throw in a few statistics. So just saying that I'm just not talking also just out of the air. But it's just at the same time what a lot of this is, when we set an expectation and we set a standard, when we get to that standard or that expectation and you're uncomfortable after you done set that, and now you want to double back from it, but you also want to have the benefits of it, you can't have your cake and eat it too. But it seems like a lot of people nowadays, and in this particular case, since we're talking about child support, a lot of women, because majority of the people who get the custody of the children are women, get to want to have both the cake and eat that at the same time, while still saying that more needs to be done. But when questioned about what you're doing with it, it's like, well, you did it's once again the accountability. So that's mostly all with all of this stuff. I feel that people can keep other people accountable. If you set expectation, you said you want it to be like this, then don't get upset when it is like that and it doesn't suit you or it doesn't benefit you to the maximum of what you wanted to.
That's a fact. You know what I'm saying? That's definitely a fact. Let's see.
I speak with my hands. So if I'm doing this, I speak with my hands. It's not like I'm pointing straight at you, but I just like to speak with my hands.
No, that's what's up, man. I don't care. Nah, like people shouldn't be able to do that. Just take it for no real reason. I mean, yeah, you know, depending on the circumstances which they're of, you know, play the victim when you're the reason. Yeah, that's powerful, right? To me, that's powerful right there, D. Yeah, and you know, women in that situation love to play the victim
because we have been set up that way for that to be a thing. And the funny thing is, it is also a contradiction and a conundrum, a catch-22, whatever you want to call it. Because what happens is you say something is happening and you say that you are quote unquote oppressed, but you're not noticing how you are, but you benefit from it, from playing the role, even though the role is making you feel that you're oppressed, but you have a benefit that you don't see because you can end up playing that. I know it's like a whole setup thing because it's so confusing, but guess what? It works. Again, in society, it has shown again that people will come to the women's side first before the man, because ultimately there is a difference in the sexes, and men are seen to be, again, disposable and all these other different things, terrible, wicked, massage, all these other different things. Shouts out to all those who are part of that movement that's, just really messing everything up for just the structure of families. But a lot of that rhetoric is not helping, and it's not improving on what we're trying to do at the end of the day, which we're all trying to build a family unit, whatever it may end up being. What's going on, brother? Good to see you up in here. Steve, what's my man over here doing, bro? But literally, it's an easy tactic to use, because we go back, we can start talking about the differences in men and women, but I'm not going to go too much further into that. But it's a tactic that's easily to be used, and it's to the benefit, even if it's seen as oppressive at the same time. It's weird, but yeah.
Well, you're right, man. You know what I'm saying? But
No, and that's not every woman. That's not every guy. Look, we are not the every police. Like, that's another thing too, y'all. It's like, we can't. You literally want people to keep on putting all these identifiers on top of stuff. It's gonna get to a point where we can't even continue to have any talks, reasonings, or conversations if we have to keep putting modifiers in front of it. Because honestly, if we have to put a modifier in front of it, then that must mean it must be hitting you hard. So that must mean it must relate to your life in some way, shape, or form. And the thing is, we are not attacking in any way, shape, or form. We're just putting this information out. So if it ends up telling the tale to you and it resonates with you and it's hitting you, then it's something that you gotta look at. We all reflecting. I do the same thing. Like, I'm not perfect over here. Like, I'm feeling great and fine when I can, but I know the realities of stuff, and I'm gonna have to face them. So don't be afraid to do so. Don't get upset. Shoot, the person should be getting upset is like, why did I not know this earlier? Thank you for letting me know.
That's a fact. You know what I'm saying? And the thing is, like, we're not talking about all women. Mm-hmm. You know what I'm saying? Sometimes, when women, like, if a woman is watching it, she might think we talking directly to her. Like, yo, we're only talking directly to you if this fits you.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So if you sit there and get offended and say some slick shit, please, and I am accepting all slick ass comments. You know what I'm saying? Because, like, I want all the smoke. You know what I'm saying? Like, no. Team Randumb Thoughtz, Team RT wants all the smoke. That's it. So, we are accepting all disrespectful and respectful comments. Because, I'm like this, man. You know what I'm saying? Like, y'all make the show. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? We just give you the thoughts, man. You know what I'm saying? You guys react to it however way you want to. You know what I'm saying? But I'm like this. When it comes to the deadbeat fathers, it does connect with the child support because, like I said, I have family members that were like $50,000 to $100,000 in debt. You know what I'm saying? And this is before the laws really cracked down. You know what I'm saying? There was a time where if a motherfucker was on some real deadbeat dad shit and they were that much in debt, they could skip town. They can literally go to another country and live the rest of their lives.
Yep.
Now, nah, nigga. They got something here, and I'm gonna put y'all on to this. So y'all listen carefully. It's on the Power Dollar series. I'm gonna put y'all on anyway. This paper is a very important paper y'all niggas need to learn that do exist. It's called the tax offset / passport denial notice. I'll say this again. Tax offset / passport denial notice. Y'all probably like, yo, lyrics, what the fuck is that? The tax offset / passport denial notice is this. Let's just say, as an example, you owe $2,000 in child support arrears. Okay? Because they'll shut you down if you owe like $200-$300 and give you that notice. Not only they're gonna snatch up your tax returns until that arrears is paid, but then you're automatically denied a passport until that child support is paid. Sorry, until that child support arrears is paid.
Yeah.
Until that shit is paid, not only won't you get your taxes back, you won't get a damn passport. So you stuck. All you do is go state to state. Guess what? In any of the 50 states, they will catch your ass. Because guess what? You have to understand, the United States judicial system had your Social Security number.
Yeah.
Your Social Security number is what is the leash they have to your ass. So if you're in California, you owe child support in California, you try to come to New York, NYPD's coming for you. And they will send your ass right back to California.
Yep. Back at you, brother. You do the same, man. Have a wonderful day, brother.
Beautiful ass Sunday. You too, family. That's a fact. You know what I'm saying? So I'm just making an example, man. That's how it is, man. Like, cause once upon a time, like I said, like, I had cats, you know what I'm saying? Like, I heard cats, like, they family members or they male family members, they was on some deadbeat shit and then they end up going to Canada or whatever. You know what I'm saying? I'm not going to get into specifics because I don't know the specifics.
Yeah.
But they left the country, you know what I'm saying? But guess what? With that new law, even the motherfuckers that left the country,
yeah.
Oh, yeah, hold on. There's that shit. Even motherfucker, when they made that law, even cats that left the country are getting dragged back here. And guess all that child support that you had, all them arrears, you're gonna have to pay. It doesn't even matter if your kid could be a successful doctor, lawyer, whatever, or just a regular person. You're paying all that money back. However that money came through years, you may even go to jail for 6 months. You may even have your licenses taken away.
Yep.
Because that also comes with the territory of child support. You can get your driver license and any professional license you have taken from you, suspended from you, or revoked until you pay that shit up. I mean, for those who know in the state of New York, they have something called restricted driver's license. We ain't got to get into all that. But then, like I said, if you keep it up and you're over a certain amount, the woman could go and take you back to court for I forgot what the actual petition name of it was. She could petition failure of paying child support over a certain amount or whatever. And guess what? The judge, they'll give you a certain amount of time to pay that shit, probably 24, 40 hours. If not, you're going to jail for 6 months. And guess what? When you come out of jail, you still owe that shit plus whatever else whatever else is added on to that during your 6-month period in jail. You got to ask yourself, is it worth it? Because once you're on child support, only a miracle can get you off that shit. Unless, the kid is of age and, you know what I'm saying? Depending on what state you live in. You know what I'm saying? That kid's of age and then you go to court to petition for, I think, was it an execution of, or stopping the child support payments or whatever.
Yeah.
Elimination of child support, whatever. So, yeah, shit is real. But check this out. We about to wrap this show up right now, man, because it's been a real interesting one. Do you have any closing words or whatever have you, my good friend Ad?
Accountability, responsibility, and being there is what's needed. And if you're not able to be accountable for your actions, be responsible for what you're doing, and be there, either as a father, mother, whatever may end up being, don't be upset at the results and the consequences that will come.
Well, my closing summary is, the summary here is this, man. When it comes to deadbeat father, do yourself a favor. Don't be one. Because the end result of it is when that kid grow up, he's going to grow up to hate you. Either he's going to grow up to hate you, or he's going to grow up to think that you never existed.
Mm.
And you know what? You got to eat that. Got to eat that. You know what I'm saying? When it comes to child support, get all the information you can. Fathers that are on child support, get all the information you possibly can. For those who are paying child support, those non-custodial parents, get all the information you can out of your respective state, because it's contingent on your state. You know what I'm saying? Get all the information you possibly can, because you don't want to go in it, bent over. Trust me, it's a painful process. Pause. Big pause. You know what I'm saying? It's a very painful situation to deal with. I'm talking about mentally and spiritually painful.
Yeah.
Because if let's be realistic, money, it may be the root of all evil, but it's what controls the world now. It's been like that shit since the creation of money, I guess. You know what I'm saying? So, you know what I'm saying? Like, yeah, this it ain't a joke. It is not a joke. If I could tell you the stuff I went through with it, trust me. You know what I'm saying? Y'all wouldn't believe it, but I went through it, and I'm still standing, stronger than ever. You know what I'm saying? So, you know what I mean? Just keep that in mind.
Yep.
You know what I'm saying? And with that being said, I hope you guys have a great and fantastic Father's Day, whoever's fathers. If you're not fathers, I hope your pull-out game is great. Don't shoot the club up. And, yeah, that's it. So for, my PIC here, Adviz, you know what I'm saying? Adviz, has been a pleasure. You know what I'm saying? This is Lyrics. Yeah, we signing off on another fantastic episode of Randumb Thoughtz. Check us out next Sunday. Next Sunday's episode is going to be the marriage versus the show. What I mean by that, real quick, just going to explain it real quick. The marriage is basically, the women that, and this is going to be mostly pertaining to women. So tell your women friends, tell them again. This is the women that actually want to get married for traditional reasons versus the women that want to get married to either have a one-up on their friends or a superficial, dumbass reason. We may piss a lot of women off. You gonna touch topics. Your titties may get hard because you're mad. But guess what? This is Randumb Thoughtz. So what the fuck you expect from us, man? You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna have my Douce on the side. I'm gonna have my cold water on the side. Hell, I may even get a chopped cheese sandwich. But hey, you know what I'm saying? Hopefully, the co-host, you know what I'm saying? Shout out to Mr. J. You know what I'm saying? I know he was dealing with a whole bunch of stuff or whatever have you. You know what I'm saying? Shout out to Mr. J. Hopefully, he get to join us next week, and then we go ahead and get that going. Ad, thank you very much again, you know what I'm saying, for stepping in. You know what I'm saying? I greatly appreciate you. You know what I'm saying?
No problem, brother. Shoot, have a great rest of your day as well as to everyone else. And until next time.
Until next week, man. Yeah, join us, man. We're going to have a lot of fuckery going on, man, because we want all the smoke. You know what I'm saying? And remember, we want all the smoke. That's what we want. So with that, all that. Yo, we wish you a great Father's Day, y'all. Peace.
Warning. The opinions expressed in this program are those of the presenter in their current state of mind, which they have the right to change at any given moment. The iRant Network and the members of the Ranters Union are not responsible for any claims made. All opinions and train of thoughts are welcomed here and protected by the First Amendment and the Ranters Union. All commentary, criticism, news reporting, research, teaching, and or scholarship of copyrighted material is protected by the Fair Use Act under Section 107 of the Copyright Act of 1976. iRant Network and the founder of the Ranters Union, Jalogic, aka Mr. M, recommends that you take what is said and do your own research. Read a goddamn book and form your own opinion. Furthermore, listen carefully to the ranters rant and debate their opinions and form your own conclusion. Thank you for watching this member-supported program, powered by the Ranters Union and produced for the iRant Network. Good day.